Alright guys, what's going on? This is Mike again, and welcome to 2003, a year in review. This is part of my decade in review series that I'm doing right now. So I'm going to throw an annotation up on the screen to the previous videos. I'm just going to throw a link to the playlist, because it's easier for me to do that. There was a couple games that actually came out this year that I have never played. I've heard a little bit, tiny bit about them, but I'm not authorized to talk about them, so I'm just going to bring them up real quick. Bring it up real quick, because there's only really one. Zone of the Enders, the second runner. From what I've heard, it was a great game, but it was like, not many of them were made, so therefore it became like a collector's item. And it's worth like a fuck ton of money now. So yeah, it's like not a lot of people bought it, not a lot of people played it, but it's a fantastic game. So yeah, that's really all I gotta say about it. Okay, now to get things started actually off with the actual games that came out in 2003, Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. Now, I haven't played as much Ruby and Sapphire as I would like, because Ruby and Sapphire actually start off Generation 3, which, in my opinion, is the best generation of Pokemon. You can talk to me about what your favorite is in the comment section below. But to me, Generation 3 is the most rounded generation ever, because Swampert and Aggron. Yeah, if you have Swampert and Aggron, you pretty much win. Because you can get Auron as early as the second badge, before the second badge actually. And if you have an Auron in your party, and if you start off with a Mudkipz, so I heard you like Mudkipz. I like Mudkipz. If you start off with a Mudkip and you catch an Auron, you are good to go for the rest of the fucking game. I don't care who you are perfect in every game. Like, in no matter what you're in, if you have an Auron and you start off with a Mudkip, you win. You win. Because with that, you can cover pretty much any weakness. Because fucking Mudkip and Swampert can learn fucking Ice Beam. Type coverage, right there, fucking grass, done. And what the hell? And if you can have your Auron learn Rock Slide. It takes care of ice and flying and shit. What the fuck? You're done. Just leave. You're done. Get out of here. So yeah, that's. I'm just gonna say it right now. Pokemon Emerald, I spent way too much fucking time in. So yeah, I'm not even gonna include that in 2005. So yeah, Soul Calibur 2 is the next game. Oh my god. Oh my god. Soul Calibur 2. This game is what actually made me get Soul Calibur 3 and Soul Calibur 4. I played Soul Calibur 5, but like I never actually had it. My friend rented it, and we played it for like an hour or two. And sure, it was good, but I mean, it wasn't. It was. I don't know. It wasn't like the actual arcade version of like Soul Calibur. It actually had like a story to it, but it was like. It was like Soul Calibur 3, and it was like the real-time strategy, but it wasn't like real-time strategy. It was like real-time arcade. It was weird, and you had to play it to realize it, but it was just weird. But Soul Calibur 2 was my favorite, mainly because of like they had console-specific stuff, and because like I think Tekken actually came out on the PS2 alone. No, PlayStation. I don't know, but it was like they had Heihachi, and Heihachi was specific to the PS2, and Link was specific to the GameCube, and then Spawn, which was fucking busted and overpowered as all hell. Spawn was exclusive to the Xbox, and I had the Xbox version. So, yeah, Spawn was my character. He's a fucking monster. And Soul Calibur 2 just made fighting games for me. I don't care. Sure, some people prefer Tekken, some people prefer... What's the other combo-based fighting game? Mortal Kombat. There's another weapon-based fighting game too. I don't know what it is, but it's another weapon-based fighting game. That's not Soul Calibur. So I don't know what it is, but Soul Calibur 2 made fighting games for me. Okay, I'm spending way too much time on this, so I gotta hurry through it. Jak 2. Jak 2 kind of, like... It was still good. It was no Jak and Daxter, though, so... with the thing with the Dark Eco, and it just kind of like if you touch Dark Eco, then you die, just... Why couldn't you have just absorbed it when you were in Dark Jak form? I don't understand it, and it made no sense to me, but sure. I mean, the story was good, because it was like, it dealt with Jak's, like, I don't know, it dealt, like, with Jak not taking any shit anymore, because of, like, in the Precursor Legacy, he was just a silent protagonist. Why the hell was he silent? Why in the fuck was he silent? He just never talked or something? Why? Why the fuck was he silent? And the Dark Eco just magically made him talk again? What the fuck was that? I'm sorry, but that just makes no fucking sense. And it's never explained either. What the fuck? What the fuck? Someone tell me, please. Please, someone in the comment section below, please fucking tell me. I don't understand it. Just tell me. Anyways. And this Thug, otherwise known as Tony Hawk's Underground. Tony Hawk's Underground was one of those games where it was like, it was just so hilarious and so retarded. That it was... Thug 2 was actually no, I lied. I never owned Thug 2, but I did own Thug. So, and the thing is, I think Thug, or Tony Hawk, has released a game like every 1 or 2 years, and it was just kind of like, why? I don't know. Thug 2 was like, man. Thug and Thug 2 and Thaw was just ridiculously, insanely retarded, and I don't know. Oh well. Anyways, retarded game, decent Tony Hawk game, fucking so hilarious. Okay, Double Dash, again, a party game, fun as hell, I mean, yeah, they introduced items, and, well, I think they had items before, but I don't know. It was, if I could play a party game that was not Melee, Double Dash would be it for the rest of my life. Double Dash was fantastic. I mean, yeah, they had just had so many different carts and so many different characters you could choose from. I myself, I know I'm going to get hate for this, but I always prefer the little guys like Toad. I'm always Toad. Everybody knows that. Because I feel like they're lighter and they go faster, so they're not weighing people down. And that is actually true in Double Dash, because if you pick Bowser, and I think Petey Piranha, if he's in that game, I think he is. I think so. I think he is in that game. Then they go slower than, say, like Toad and Toadette. That is true. Test it. I'm not lying. I'm not just talking out of my ass. Test it. Yeah. Okay. Final Fantasy X2. Again, I'm going to link you to the Spooning review of this because I can't explain it. So I'm just going to link you to that video. Okay. Now, never played this next game. Actually, never played these next 2 games. Star Wars KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic. Never played it. Actually, I have never played The Old Republic, which I think came out in 2010. No, 11, I think. And I went free to play in 2012. I don't fucking know. KOTOR, I never played it. Fantastic game, I heard. not entitled to talk about it, I guess, because it is a BioWare game. And I think I think they stopped developing like Kotor and like stopped supporting Kotor in like '05 or something because they started developing Mass Effect. Fuck if I know. Yeah. And then Manhunt. Manhunt was supposed to be like this psychological horror game, but it like threw you in. It came out around the time where like Vin Diesel's fuck, what was that? Riddick. It came out around the time that like Riddick was super popular, and so it was like it had that like psychological like it had that Tom Clancy stealth horror game going on thing, and it was executed well, but it wasn't like it was decent. I remember it being, and it was like it made it scary because I think it was based off of like Silent Hill 2, and it like kind of had a like psychological horror game, but it was also like I don't know, it was weird because it kind of like Riddick and stuff. It was weird. It was weird. Yeah. Alright, that is 2003, and I've rambled on way too fucking long about Soul Calibur 2 and Pokemon Ruby and shit. And like random ass games. Anyways, yeah, 2004 is gonna be decent, I guess. God. Yeah, there's a lot of weird games there. Because I haven't really played. 2004 will be weird. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed 2003, and I will see you guys later. You know what?